Welcome back to the show. Joining us, Arthur Lieber, Democrat congressional candidate for Missouri 2nd District. Mr. Lieber, thanks for joining us. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on the program.
How do we, at this time of year, while we're watching sports, we're inundated with political ads. How do we reconcile and how do we kind of look at sports and politics? It's all going on at the same time.
Well, I think directly to your question, the first thing we do is use the DVR or TiVo and kind of fast forward through the commercials. I mean, I think they are
There's advice
really
we can use.
Pardon?
I said, that's advice we can use.
Well, I think you can. You know, the World Series was a much better game than any of the ads that were playing last night or will play from here on out. But I think there are a lot of ways in which politics and sports overlap with one another. One of them has to do with rules. I mean, we're often arguing about the rules in sports. We're often looking at interpretations. We've had what many people consider to be improvements with replay in Major League Baseball. But the rules in sports, I think if you look at them, they're designed to really do two things. One is player safety, and the comparable part in politics would be the well-being of the common good, of we as a society. And the second thing with rules in sports is they're designed to make the game more fair. And you'd want to have fairness in politics as well. I think we've gotten very good with it in sports, you know, whether it's that we have revenue sharing in football, baseball, basketball, hockey, in order to make it so that every city can field a competitive team. And I think that we've really tried in other ways to make it such that a community can embrace the team and the games are fair. They're on the up and up. Politics, money is such a killer, and that's, you know, the ads that you were talking about. Since Citizens United several years ago by the Supreme Court, candidates can receive unlimited amounts of money, and from corporations, that, in my mind, does not lead to a level playing field. That's one of the reasons why I'm running, because I'm taking just $10.10 in donations per person. That is the proposed minimum wage, new federal minimum wage. So I'm trying to get big money out of politics. Just as we have it in sports, but at least our efforts are made, successful efforts, so that it doesn't dilute the play on the field.
I appreciate what you're saying, because it is mind-boggling the amount of money that is spent, and not just because campaign ads can be annoying in how much they run, and people. That's okay. The political process is something that is free Americans, we should be more interested than we actually are on a daily basis. So that doesn't bother me. But the amount of money spent, it is so mind-boggling that it does bother me a little bit. And then when you get into the secondary aspects of special interest money, then it can be that kind of a game changer. So you're making a stand, which is nice. But can it really make a change?
I think that's up to two components. One is the citizens in any given district, and two is the media. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you're having me on to talk about this. A couple of days ago, I was on NPR and have gotten the endorsement of the Post-Dispatch. I think more people are aware of it. And look, what we do in politics is we raise a lot of money and use it frequently to lie about our opponents, certainly not to elevate the dialogue about what's going on. So most people support the idea of having a better dialogue and not having unfair elections. Mm-hmm. But the more powerful interests tend to distort that. I think if candidates who take a similar perspective to the one that I do to try to get big money out of it, more appear and the media is willing to let their voices be heard, I think we can change this.
Well, Mr. Lieber, we appreciate your time today. Chris, do you have the website? Yeah.
LieberForCongress.com. Correct.
Lieber for Congress.
Lieber.
Beautiful. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
We'll see you. Bye-bye.